On this episode, we're going to be covering the cheapest Model Y ever, as well as Tesla breaks ground on its futuristic diner, Tesla Cybertruck interior revealed, but the video was taken off the internet, as well as is the Powerwall 3 a precursor to Tesla finally going B2G, and more. So, let's go.
You are watching What's Lock and Key.
Tesla has updated its US website to add a cheaper Model Y rear-wheel drive with a base price of $43,990, which, after incentives, might make it the cheapest Model Y ever available in the US. The new Model Y replaces the Model Y all-wheel drive, previously the cheapest trim at a base price of $47,740, which was discontinued last month in a surprise move. But this model is a rear-wheel drive rather than an all-wheel drive, so one fewer motor is a money saver for those who do not need two. It also seems to use a cheaper battery. As a result, the new Model Y rear-wheel drive starts at $43,990, $3,750 cheaper than the version discontinued last month. Plus, the model still qualifies for the $7,500 US federal EV tax credit, which means a post-credit base price of $36,490. Cha-ching. The new model likely uses Tesla's more affordable lithium iron phosphate or LFP batteries, which is cheaper and more durable than the commonly used nickel manganese cobalt NMC cells. The LFP batteries have lower energy density, resulting in less range for the same battery weight volume. However, they have the advantage of not using conflict mineral cobalt. The new standard range Model Y has a 260-mile range, whereas the previous all-wheel drive standard range offered 279 miles. This change could be due to the switch to the LFP batteries. LFP batteries can be charged to 100% daily due to their durability, unlike NMC cells, which are recommended to be charged to 90% daily. The range difference becomes significant mainly during occasional road trips when the NMC car is charged to 100%. In cold climates, NMC batteries tend to overperform LFP. Additionally, the new model has a 0 to 60 time of 6.6 seconds compared to the previous Model Y all-wheel drive with a 5.0 second 0 to 60 and a peak charge rate of 170 kilowatts, lower than the 250 kilowatt charge rate of the other Model Y trim. Also, the 7-seat configuration is not available for the Model Y rear-wheel drive. It's worth noting that the Model Y standard range with the LFP battery has been available in China since 2021. In summary, the new US model appears similar to the old China model for now, possibly due to the use of the LFP batteries. Next up, Tesla breaks ground on its futuristic diner with drive-in theater and superchargers. This project has been in the works for a long time. Since 2018, Elon Musk actually revealed the plans for this project when he mentioned that an old school drive-in, roller skate, or rock restaurant at the least would be connected to a supercharging station in Los Angeles, California. Yet another joke? Well, many thought that. But Elon actually was planning on doing this, and he stuck to his word. A few months later, Tesla applied for a building permit for a restaurant and supercharging station at the location in Santa Monica. However, the project stalled for a long time, apparently due to local regulations. Nevertheless, Tesla still moved forward with the supercharger at that location, but it had to move the diner project to Hollywood. Last year, Tesla filed the construction plans with the city, giving us the first look at what the automaker intended to build. We learned from the filing that it will be a semicircular two-story diner with 29 supercharger stalls and 2 movie theater screens. Using the plan's architectural model, Ed Howard created some renders. A year without much activity, Tesla has secured a building permit and has broken ground on the site. Food robotics and automation expert Automate posted pictures on Substack. The image shows that Tesla has destroyed the existing building at the site, which used to be a Shakey's Pizza, and started to build foundation for the new restaurant. It's not clear if Tesla plans for this to be a unique location or if the automaker intends to replicate the concept at other superstations as it expands amenities around its charging infrastructure. Next up, Tesla Cybertruck interior revealed in best video yet. Now, this video that we're going to be showing you here was taken down off of the internet, but it was put back on after it was taken off of YouTube. It's a short video that was posted of the interior of the Cybertruck, which gives us a closer look of all the details and quirks and features of this vehicle. As the Cybertruck comes closer to production, we've been seeing more and more of it pop up in the public. We've recently seen it at supercharging stations, seen the front open, and we've seen it towing a big trailer. So far, the interior have been mostly consisted of videos while the Cybertruck isn't in operation. Well, now we have a 56-second video of the inside of the Cybertruck taken by someone who kind of sounds like they're not supposed to be there. This video is in Russian, but what we notice here are some new features, such as when we look at the infotainment screen, there we notice something very interesting. On the display, the interface is similar to that of the other Teslas, with the map as well as the vehicle display on the left, though the separation between the two is blurred lines rather than the solid one. Also, we get a look at the visualization of the Cybertruck while parking. We notice a low polygon rendering of terrain and what seems to be a default rendering for a parked vehicle. And behind the screen, we see Tesla's new colorful ambient lighting strip that has started to show up in the Tesla Model 3 refresh and China's Model Y. The car shows 84% of the battery, and we also notice in the console, it's just as we've seen in other videos and photos as well. But when we look at the interior, we notice there's only 4 seats as well in the vehicle. So moving through the rest of the car, there is a tray area between the front seat, much like the old Model S had. The center console has octagonal cyber cup holders like we've seen in the back seat, but which are different than the round ones in the Cybertruck Franz von Holsten brought to a car show in June. Both have 2 phone charging spots available in the front of the cup holder as the rest of the Tesla models. We don't see anything particularly new in the backseat except for the massive glass roof, which seems quite massive from the inside. From our experience riding in the Cybertruck at the unveiling event, the interior already felt very comfortable. Finally, looking at the back and the front, we can see our guide operate the 2-stage sun vision, which looks somewhat similar to that of the Model X. Did you notice anything in the video that we didn't? Please leave your comments below. Next up is Powerwall 3, a precursor to Tesla's finally going V2G. The newly launched Powerwall 3 might be an indication that Tesla is finally getting ready to bring bi-directional charging V2G to its electric vehicles. Vehicles to grid, V2G, vehicles to home, V2H, and vehicle to load, V2L, are all ways to refer to electric vehicles' capacity for bi-directional charging, which means it can take a charge and also give a charge to other things like homes, the grid, and anything really. It has become a popular valued added feature in electric vehicles. Hyundai and Kia popularized a lot with the launch of the Ioniq 5 and EV6. Ford also made waves when launching the feature on the F-150 Lightning, but Tesla has not adopted the technology yet. When asked about it, especially vehicles to home, the automaker has mostly referred customers to Powerwall, which it believes to be a better product as it is always connected to your home, unlike a vehicle, and you don't negatively affect your car battery. While it's a good argument, consumers often point to bidirectional charging is about more than V2H or V2G. Tesla owners would like to have the opportunity to use their vehicle battery pack to power other things on the road and in remote areas. Earlier this year, Tesla talked about upgrading the power electronics inside the vehicle to enable a bidirectional charging within the next 2 years. The automaker also previously discussed Cybertruck being its first vehicle with the capacity, and that's about to launch any day now. Ned Funnell, a charging consultant architect, also had an interesting observation that could give another indication that Tesla is preparing to launch bidirectional charging. The charging expert noted that the newly charged Powerwall 3 has an upgraded power capacity of 11.5 kilowatts, and that's with a bidirectional charger. That capacity happens to be the same as the onboard chargers in all the latest Tesla vehicles except from the base model, Model 3. It begs the question, is it a coincidence, or is the new Powerwall 3 using the same system as the onboard charging in the latest Tesla vehicles, which would mean that they are bidirectional charging capable? I'm leaning toward it being a coincidence, but I could be wrong. I'm actually with Elon on this one. I don't think that the value of the V2H is massive without a stationary battery designed for it, but it is relatively easy to add a vehicle, so why not have it for those who want to use it? I think the suspicion that only a few minority of owners will end up using it will turn out to be true. But even if using only a few times in your overall vehicle ownership, it might be worth it for the cost it adds to the vehicle. For the impact of the grid, I think the controllable load of electric vehicle is going to have a better impact than V2G. What do you think? Please leave your comments below. These are the updates that we wanted to share with you from Watts Lock and Key. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe. Cyan, RAI support. Let us know what to do.
Click the link and subscribe, because we have those fire updates that make you go woo.
That's right, Cyan. So to celebrate for reaching 1,000 subscribers, we're doing a giveaway. So subscribe and hit the link below, which will give you a form to fill out so that you can participate in receiving a free gift card. We'll select one of you for that free gift card. So stay tuned, and thank you again for watching.